What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about crime again, but not the usual people that I talk to that extort minors and shit, or are like groups like 764. Today we're going to be talking with anti-extortion. The Council of AA reached out to me personally to make an interview, and I couldn't have done that shit without you guys. Because of you guys, they contacted me. And some of you guys don't really know what the Council of AE means. The Council of AE are basically the creators of anti-extortion. It's like the higher ups of anti-extortion. They like own most of the groups. They exile people. They demote people. They get rid of people. They basically what all the other anti-extortion groups do, but they're the higher ups. Like they're the highest you can get. And just because of you guys, since you guys blew up my shit, they contacted me, and I want to thank you guys so much for the support. I know I said in all my videos, but I just want to thank you guys so much for the support I've been getting on my other videos. Y'all brought my main video to 18,000 views. For some that might not seem a lot, but that is a lot to me, and I just want to thank you guys so much for the support I've been getting. We're almost at 500 subscribers, so please, if you're not subscribed yet, please subscribe. Almost 97% of you guys are not subscribed to my channel, and if you like my content, bro, please subscribe, bro. It means a lot, and it means the world to me. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. Just sit back and watch this little interview I had with them. What's good, guys? How y'all doing, bro?
Good, bro. How are you doing?
I'm doing good, bro. So like, can y'all tell me like your names and what you all do one by one, please?
So I'm McCain, and I'm basically AE, and I'm also part of AE Council.
I'm AE, and I am counter extort too, so I extort extorters too.
And
I'm Dismings. I'm AE.
wait. Alright, so, Akane, I got a question for you already. So, can you explain to us, what is AE Council? So, I don't think everybody knows what that is. Can you explain what that is?
So AE Council is basically, like, it's a name, and we keep the AE community safe from, for example, like people inciting groups and stuff, and people who claim to be AE but still extort. We basically just blacklist them from the community so they can't join AE groups.
So, you guys are basically like the high ups of AE.
Yeah, basically.
Alright.
I can do my first one.
Alright,
So this is like for all of you, so you can choose who goes first. But first question I have is like, how did y'all find out about AE?
It started when a friend of mine used to ask me to help her with like doxes on pedals and stuff. And one day she asked me to join her AE group. It was like an unknown group, but yeah. And from that on, I joined some AE channels on Telegram. And some of the groups that I joined, like the channels of, they were recruiting, and when I tried out to join, I got accepted. Yeah, that's basically how it all started.
For me, in 2020, I was originally, before I joined AE, I was in Duxingcom. Then it evolved into me getting into AE by finding out, extortion, in 2021 when extortion took a hit, and I seeked something like AE. And then joined it, and already knew how to dox because I was in Duxingcom. So that's how.
I found about AE from my uncle, and because me and my IOL friend were already in com before, specifically in Duxingcom, and then my uncle wanted help with some cases about 764 in 2020, like late. So then I just found about AE from that.
But this, you said your uncle. You said something about your uncle.
Yeah.
Can you explain more? Like why was your uncle involved? If you can tell us.
So basically he just works with law enforcement. That's all I can say.
So this, I got the first one for you. So like, you've been calm for how long now?
2017.
And how many extorters and predators did you get rid of?
On an estimate, probably more than 100. I don't know the exact number.
Let's just say 100 plus then.
Yeah.
So like, can you tell us like how do you do it? Like, can you talk us through it, like the way how you do it?
Okay. So first, I would just check like the socials, if there's any breaches or anything like that, and then if there's not like nothing like too much, I would just like EDR the account.
So like, what? So you like threaten to do something if they don't repent? Because I know a lot of people repent. Or do you do something else?
I don't threaten to do that.
But like, what do you do then? Like, how do you get rid of them? Do you just dox him or what?
Yeah, mostly, yeah.
So you don't give him like a second chance?
It depends. If I see a change in them a bit slowly, I might.
So like, one of you guys probably made people repent, right?
All of us
Mhm.
probably.
So like, why do you make them repent? Like, why do you want to give them a second chance?
I'll tell you that. So we make them repent in hopes for them to change and to realize their mistakes. And yeah,
But does that actually help? Like, do some people really quit or do they just come back?
sometimes, like, it's really rare that someone that has quits. They mostly come back on ghost aliases. So yeah, and if we find out they did, we fed them.
So I got a question for you, AK. So you said you made people repent. How many people did you make repent?
Maybe like 10.
And how many people did you extort as well?
I never extorted with anyone, first of all. And I personally haven't swatted many people, but like my groups did. For example, 141, we swatted like 20 people maybe.
So what do you do then? Like, you personally, what do you do?
I personally just mostly work on doxes. That's what I specialize in.
Alright, so sadist? Am I saying that right?
Sadist.
Sadist. Alright. So you probably have victims come to you, right? Or do you find out about extorters yourself?
Both actually. Some victims do get the courage to come to us, and some we find out from other people.
And like, how do the victims find you? Like, how can they get in contact with you?
How do they get in contact? I have Discord and Telegram and Instagram, which I only use in specific cases. And Telegram, I have a few channels, and I'm mentioned around calm where extorters are and where anti-extortion is. So from there, we get into private DMs and
So they just find you through socials then?
yeah, from sources, yeah.
So like, what's the scariest thing someone's ever said to you where you like, were like, damn, what the fuck?
To be honest, to be fully honest, from the stuff we have seen in the community, there is nothing that should scare you at this point. Because for me, I've seen life suicides because of extortion at this point. But if I want to classify something as the scariest, it would be back in 2023 when one of my old ex-friends who turned extortion, they made a girl suicide, and she was like asking, I'm gonna kill myself, what the fuck do I do?
And like, how do you help them? Like, do you just instantly just go after the person who did it, or do you just talk with the victim first, like try and help them?
First of all, you need to know what the extortionist has on the victim. So we ask the victim, what does he have? And it just depends. It depends from there. If they have an address, we can whitelist the address so they can't get swatted. If they have nudes, that's a whole different story. It just depends, honestly.
So let's say, for example, I, the victim, come to you and I say they have my family's information. What can you do?
What can I do? Well, first of all, we can help our source out to go to the police, because at this point, if they have too much information, that's what they should do about family information. But if it's just normal family information, like full names, we could honestly just pull her information down and get the extorter arrested for stalking a minor or stalking, internet stalking.
Alright. Izzy, you want to ask your question?
Okay, right. Let's go with the king, right? What makes you different to these, like, I guess, harmful people / extorters?
I mean, none of them are harmful. In my eyes, they're just a bunch of losers. Like, all they do is manipulate vulnerable girls into getting them to cut. Like, I don't see them as a threat. And obviously, like, it's mostly easy to get their information and stuff, and they fold a lot of times when they get confronted. And like, what they do is just obviously disgusting. So,
But in your eyes, what makes you different to them?
to me, just people who do that kind of stuff aren't really human in my eyes, because that is quite inhuman.
Do you ever see yourself quitting what it is you do?
Yeah, because first of all, extortion calm is dead, and so is AE calm. And there is pretty much nothing to do anymore, because none of these extortion groups actually cause any harm, I'd say. And it's probably gonna die out fully soon. When that does, I will quit too.
It's pretty valid, pretty valid. Right.
What if someone is scared to contact you guys? Is there anything the victim can do? If they're even just scared of contacting you, or the extorter threatens to do something if they contact anti-extortion? Like, is there anything else they can do?
They can just call their local police department or something, or tell their parents, and then they can get help from them.
Sadist? I don't know.
Sadist. Yeah.
Sadist, alright.
Yeah.
What's like the biggest piece of advice you can give to a victim that has been partaked in being a victim of extorting?
The advice I would give to a victim is to learn from your mistake. Never fully trust people on the internet. Never give your personal information out. And just remember that also everybody's actions has consequences as well as yours. So just know how to use your mind. That would be my biggest advice.
What about children, since people are young on the internet? Like they're stupid. They give out information really fast. Throughout the social engineering, extorter said to me, they do it with social engineering.
Manipulation, yes.
Like, how can they prevent? Like, how can they not get in contact with them?
This is multiple option thing to say. First of all, is just don't be on Discord if you're young. If you're under 16, you should not be on Discord. But obviously you are on Discord, so just don't give out your personal information, because extorters thrive on social engineering. They would learn stuff because they learn stuff from you. Just don't tell people don't tell people about yourself. That's easy. Or another thing, when extorters play games like Roblox, that's where they find their victims. Don't add people that you don't know. That's simple, because like the old saying, stranger danger, that's a real thing in this world, and especially online.
Alright, okay. What do you think that maybe during all of this stuff, do you think like there's more that parents can do for their kids when it comes to these situations, especially like with protecting their kids online?
I think parents should more often control their children's phones and keep a track on what apps they use, who they talk to, And if they don't do that, they should try talking to their children if everything is okay, especially if they notice some changes in their behavior, maybe. And yeah.
That's pretty valid. What's like, this is I guess for all of you as well, what's like the worst case that you guys have been involved with?
Probably where an extorter made a girl kill herself.
For me, back in this year, the beginning of this year, in February, I remember this case very good. The girl was named Ego. She's basically, she's dead now. She suicided because of the extorter. But during the last week of her life, her entire body was cut up. Like there was just nowhere that was not slashed. And whatever content you've seen from extorters, it's worse. It's just worse. Her entire body. Then the psych ward, they took her to a psych ward for 3 days. She went out and she killed herself by shooting herself in the head.
My one's probably a female killing herself in front of her little brother.
And when this happened to y'all, when you was involved with this, did y'all feel any guilt because you felt like you couldn't help the person?
I did, actually, for some time. I mean, we tried helping her, but she didn't really listen. And she basically caught contact. And I found out through one of her friends that she did kill herself.
For me, when I think about the suicide that happens in Com, I think about the guilt. It just guilts me because her extorter was an old friend of mine. So just knowing that this old friend went from being normal to this piece of shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt guilt still to this day because I couldn't help them.
Yeah. And going through like this, has there ever been a time where your guys' mental health has dropped from witnessing these things and feeling like there's nothing that you can physically do to help these things?
My mental health definitely got worse through calm, but not mainly because of all of the cases that I've worked on. Obviously, they did have a big impact on it too, but not mainly because of.
What was the question again? My apologies.
So good, bro. It was just like, did your mental health ever drop dealing with these like situations?
My mental health definitely got pretty messed up when I see the situations happen, especially if the victim is young and the victim is like innocent, so it's pretty fucked up, yeah.
Yeah, the longer I've been in calm, the worse my mental health has gotten.
Why is it all of you, I guess, do what you guys do?
What did you say?
I said, like, why is it you guys do what you do? For example, like, why is it that you decided to take part in the anti-extorting?
Because I don't like fuck with extortion at all. I just think it's really, really wrong to make innocent minors destroy their body for you for absolutely no reason at all, just for your own pleasure. That's just really messed up, and I want to prevent these kind of things.
Originally, I joined anti-extortion camp, to be honest, originally in 2021 for the fun of it. Honestly, I saw it as a, yeah, extorters, we get rid of bad people and we have fun during this. But during the years, it has developed into more of there's some shit people that we need to take care of. That people from the government, like police, they would not do the stuff we would do, because also in anti-extortion com we do pretty messed up things, like we get swatting, we break their house, we do some of that stuff. We try to harm them physically sometimes. Police won't do that. So it developed into more of, I want this person gone. I don't care how, I don't care who, I want this person gone. The extorter, of course.
But like,
Uh,
no, continue.
I wouldn't want to go home to see my sister being like having cuts on herself. So that's one of the main reasons I stayed in AECOM.
Alright, so like, if you see like all of these people getting harmed and shit, but you know you can't do anything, like what do you do afterwards? If you know you can't do anything, like yeah, like I think Said said that they saw someone kill themselves. Like, how does that make you feel seeing someone kill themselves?
If there's like really nothing we can do, like me personally, it affects me like mentally. But like we try our best to at least like maybe get in contact with the parents, the victim, and try to get them to do something about it if like there is nothing we can do. For instance, if the victim like stays scared even after we try to help.
For me, this depends, to be honest, because if she has already committed, I would feel terrible. I would like feel bad, just genuinely bad. But during the extortion, if it's happening before she suicides, there is always something to do, in my opinion. You can. It depends if it's an extorter who's from, for example, a known group. If you have friends in that group as anti-extortion or an insider or something, a relation with somebody in there, even though you're AE and they're extortion, you can try to get them to not make the girl kill herself. But if she already killed herself, that would make me feel terrible at that point.
Izzy, you got any more questions?
No, I can think about right now.
So you guys want to go to LARping?
Sorry, can you repeat your question?
You guys want to go to LARping, since one of you said LARping is also a thing we need to talk about?
To extort someone. And yeah, that for example.
There is also some anti-extortion and extortion members who would purposely make group chats together and plan for maybe a month to, or like for the rest of the summer or the year, to bring back both communities and make anti-extortion and extortion alive, which is kind of fucked up in my opinion.
To that, I want to say something. A lot of extortion groups have been coming back. None of them have been doing anything. Like, we as AE, we've been waiting for these groups that are coming back to, like, actually start doing stuff. We know they aren't. Like, also through insiders. We have a lot of insiders in extort groups. And, like, they don't cause any harm.
Most
For example, I
anti-extortion-
brought AETF back because I thought Extorcom would like somewhat be revived, but nothing is happening.
most of extortion com, to be honest, these days, they are only LARPs, because I've been around 4 years now in anti-extortion. The old gen is the most serious generation. That's where most girls got extorted during 2021 until 2023. After 2023, after getting people arrested, genuinely there was no real very real threat. There was threats, yes, but not as big as it used to be. As it used to be, we would have to take care of way more during the day. We'd be busy. High groups would have 20, 25 members at times, and we would still be busy. But now, 10 members in an anti-extortion group is too much because there's genuinely nothing to do.
So you said you've been in anti-extortion for 4 years now, so you've probably seen most of it.
I've seen most of it, yes.
So like, why is it that these people, these extortists, like doing the things that they do?
It's calm is where people hide. Calm is where people fantasies can be created, because some people in this world, they have fantasies which are just fucked or messed up. For example, like a guy who's a teenager, he wants a girl to slit his name into her arm. Well, of course you can't in real life do that, so he'd go into calm, he'd search into this stuff. And also because calm is a rabbit hole. It's just a loophole also, a loophole and a rabbit hole. The more you are deep inside of calm, the more you realize that it's just bullshit. There's no other description. To describe it, it's bullshit. Just bullshit.
So, like, how does a group get revived? Can you explain it to people? Because I don't think everybody knows. Since in my comments, I get a lot of people saying I LARP. I have like people who are LARPing, and I explained that the shit gets revived. Can you explain like a bit more, like go deeper into that?
Of course, okay. So, for example, I formed Radiant. Radiant was anti-extortion. I am the founder. So, after I closed down or finished working on Radiant, maybe a month, a day, a week, a year, somebody would come to me, ask me for ownership of Radiant, so they can revive it. That's how they revive groups, by asking the owner or the founder for ownership. For example, 764, the original owner named Brad, aka Felix, he gave the ownership away to Trippy, and Trippy gave it to Skin. Skin right now is inactive, so whoever is repping 764, they have to be an old member or that are LARP, basically. That's just for example, of course. Other groups, it depends on who owns it. For example, Kaskar is just gone. The new is LARP. It depends on who's running the group also, because if it's a good friend of the founder of the group in both communities, it depends.
So it really just depends on the people who are in it, like who's the owner.
Yeah, it depends on who's the current owner. And it depends if they have proof, because I can go revive Extortion group and just say I own it now, but I would not have any proof. That would be LARPing it.
But like, why do people LARP? Like, why do they want to LARP these calm groups?
Because people seek fame and attention from people. Because the attention that the media gives these groups are the wrong type of attention. They're not the right type of attention. They make it popular and famous, rather than make it known as they're harmful.
So they just want to rep it.
So they just want to rep it, yes.
But like, why do people want to rep these groups? Like, is it just for their own, for like clout?
It's because edgy kids want to be famous.
Yeah, that's like, did you see my other videos?
I have watched some of the second one, interviewing 764 members, yes.
Like Zoo, for example. He is a real member, but he has ownership. That's what people are saying. He has ownership of 764 right now.
He doesn't have ownership. That's not true.
He doesn't?
I personally know Zoo. Zoo, I can call him my son, basically. And I don't care if people are gonna hit on me. He does not have ownership because he's too dumb, too autistic to run 764. I reached a point where my first name is known, my face is known, Where I live is known, and I can right now. I will screenshot my. Hold on, for you. I'll screenshot my email and phone number, and nobody can do anything. Honestly, nobody can. I reached a point where extortion.com is nothing to me. Here, I sent it right now.
No one in extortion.com can actually do anything. Like, I've never seen an extorter run someone from AE off or like actually fully dox them. All they do is literally manipulate vulnerable girls to cutting, like, and call it
Okay.
harmful.
But that's gonna be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We put a lot of effort and time into this shit. I know this video is 30 minutes, but I had over an hour's worth of footage that even filled up my whole PC. But we put a lot of effort in this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it was a lot of talking and shit, but it's so interesting to know about anti-extortion side themselves. So if you guys want me to interview more of these calm people, let me know, or I might switch content like all the other YouTubers. But that's gonna be it for now. This wanted to do a quick little shout out to people, so I'll let him do that. And after that, that's gonna be it, guys. Cheers, mate. All love.
Shout out to my niggas, AETF, Remorse, Resort, Worry. Shout out to my day ones like Oxide, Paragon, Akane, Dismangs, and all the AE niggas, they know who they are. And shout out to my ex-extorters and friends in extortion.com, even though they do extort. I still respect them, but don't respect what they do. Like Satan, Ghost, Casket, all these niggas. And shout out to these fire YouTubers for having us on this interview. We thank them, Aizu and RR, and wish them the luck in their career.
Fuck extortion, fuck calm, fuck 764, fuck split town, fuck Cascar, fucking cure. I want somebody to harm me, and all of you useless pieces of shit, you can't do anything. Me, Akane, Dismaying, all of AE, we own you.